So this is really interesting, right? What I've been doing is the only thing I think, well, not the only thing, but the major thing I think about now is how can someone take a post and share it outside of LinkedIn? I actually don't, this is going to sound crazy, but I don't, actually, I probably said this on LinkedIn, but whatever. I don't care as much about the LinkedIn activity more. I care more about what happens outside of LinkedIn, because the people that are going to buy whatever I'm offering them, they're not probably as active on LinkedIn in terms of commenting and engaging. They're like absorbing it, they're reading it until they decide you're competent enough that I want to actually work with you. And sometimes those people that I'm trying to get in front of are unreachable on LinkedIn. They may be in a WhatsApp group, Slack group, text group. I don't know. Maybe they're Snapchatting each other. I don't think they're doing that. But these are things that could be. I don't know. They could be. I don't know. Maybe they Snapchat and said this is lit. I have no idea, right? But these things could be happening. So I had this hypothesis literally 2 months ago, and I said, okay, how do I optimize for that? And I believe that my overall impression and share rate would be higher, right? So the thing is, I have multiple examples to show you that this is true. So what I do is I say, like, save this for later, like whatever. But then I give I give this all away. I don't say, hey, and I'm curious on the both of you's commentary on comment X for Y. I have so many mixed feelings on it. I'm not an absolute yes or absolute no. I have just overall mixed feelings. But what I've been doing is just saying, literally, here's the thing you want. So I said, here's the prompt. Literally, it's right here. And then I just say, real quick, the best part. And then I do tell people to repost if they want the actual video. So that's kind of a different approach.
Ooh.
So that means that there's higher buy-in for that person, that they actually a more quality lead. Because if they actually repost it, that means I can directly message them. If I directly message them, that means that they'll be more in my feed. And if they actually watch the content, that means they'll probably buy from me more than just a random lead, right? And none of us have time for it. But here's the interesting part. So this has 117,000 impressions, 550 likes, 228 comments. So the impression to like and comment ratio, this is insane, right?
Yeah.
So some people may be wondering, what does that mean? Well, I'm thinking that people took this, shared it in their Slack, shared it in the WhatsApp, shared it in their text group, right? Because I actually have posts that I can show you that have 500 likes and 300 comments that only had 10,000 impressions.
Yep.
And it was more of a personal thing, right? But this is because this is more educational, and then obviously the comments are crazy. But again, I'll show you another example. I shouldn't even be telling people this, but I put it in every post, so whatever. I do this to tell people what to do.
Yeah. There you go.
I tell them to put it in the Slack channel immediately.
Make it so easy.
And you now do that. And then now, again, this post has less 346 likes on 109. But look at the impressions.
I like the CT at the top. Sorry.
Yeah. So I'm because people might just be like, okay, they might read this later. I also know that executives, they might not sit there and read the whole thing. They might be like, all right, I'll share this to Slack, and then I'll go look at it later when I share it. So that's why I'm telling them to go ahead and do it. But you'll see here, this has 62,000 impressions, again, to the 346 and 109 likes. So now what I look for, I think if we go to analytics, I'm looking at this post has 280 likes, but it has 79,000 impressions, right? So you kind of see the way that I'm looking at things is, how do I provide an insight, again, share it to the Slack group, save for later, whatever, but then leads to higher impressions, which on the back end leads to people coming back to me as a whole. And again, I've been doing this for about 2 months. So in 6 months, we'll have even better data. But that's something I wanted to share that I think about now all the time.